If your sexual performance has declined, if fatigue has become your daily companion, if intimacy has become something you avoid, not because you want to, but because your physiology fails you, then hear this. This might not be just getting older. There might be an easier fix than you realize. A lack of 3 essential nutrients your system desperately needs. The crucial facts your doctor probably hasn't shared. Numerous senior men still have plenty of sexual interest. What's missing is proper blood flow, endurance, and hormonal balance. Surprisingly, the remedy typically isn't found in medication. The remedy commences with your nutrition. I'll identify the 3 specific nutrients vital for men past 60 and how they contribute to renewed erectile capacity, enhance male hormone production, and bring your energy back to life. I'll also expose the critical error many make with these supplements and how to prevent this error beginning today. First, let's address the fundamental component that's often missed to rebuilding vascular efficiency and normal erections in older gentlemen. It's something your body used to produce effortlessly, notably when you were exposed to nature. Yet aging causes significant reduction in these levels, and consequently, your blood flow, vitality, and function deteriorate. I'm talking about vitamin D, commonly known as the sunshine nutrient. For men like you, it could be the baseline for restored vigor and self-assurance. I still remember the first time I sat across from a 67-year-old man named Paul. Mentally keen and contemplative, he nonetheless harbored intense frustration. "My feelings for my wife haven't changed," he explained, "but my physical ability has disappeared." That quiet confession is one I've heard from hundreds of men over the years, and commonly reigniting that response doesn't start with prescription medications. It's vitamin D. Senior men frequently miss the importance of vitamin D in their health regimen. The typical perception limits it to a sunshine byproduct or an element essential for pediatric bone growth. Few realize vitamin D's fundamental effect on male virility. It operates as the primary control for vasodilation and transport essential, oxygen-laden blood system-wide, particularly to your genital region. Its shortage leads to compromised circulation, depleted energy, and avoidable intimate difficulties. A crucial point: vitamin D insufficiency exists in over 40% of people in their later years. These are responsible men who work out, maintain reasonable diets, yet wonder why their essence seems diminished. Depleted vitamin D results in inadequate nitric oxide creation, an element necessary for blood delivery and sexual capability. The implications reach further than just intimacy. It's about stamina, clarity, and confidence. Positively, remedying this deficiency calls for uncomplicated actions. Less than half an hour of daybreak sunlight, incorporating additional oily fish or supplemented dairy foods, and adding pharmaceutical-grade D3 can significantly alter bodily operations. Former patients who struggled with minimal activity have reclaimed both personal vitality and romantic connection. This represents physiological truth, not conceptual ideas. It represents one of the most straightforward approaches to renewed energy. Notwithstanding vitamin D's effectiveness, it represents just one component. Despite improved circulation, your system requires energy to utilize this blood flow, support it, and turn it into action. This introduces our second essential vitamin. For those experiencing unexplained fatigue, this could provide the missing energetic component. Another vital nutrient requiring acknowledgement is vitamin B12, the energy generator. There was a case involving a man named Robert. Having reached 72 after a firefighting career, he treasured his grandchildren, but beneath his strong exterior, he looked worn out. He explained, "Even with proper rest and diet, I experience constant exhaustion. My brain's foggy, My body's tired. Intimate moments with my spouse have become physically impossible. This narrative persisted in memory because many share it while doctors miss it. What Robert was describing was classic vitamin B12 deficiency, a deficiency common in the male 60-plus demographic. B12 proves vital for bodily energy creation. Lacking B12, your system fails to translate food into accessible energy. Despite optimal nutrition and sufficient rest, B12 deficiency leaves your body energy depleted. What's more, B12 vitally contributes to blood cell development, which distribute essential oxygen to every organ, especially those affecting intimacy. Diminished blood cell counts cause universal deceleration. Your stamina fades, mental sharpness deteriorates. You may feel disconnected from the very things that used to excite you. Here's what most don't realize. Your body's capacity to extract B12 from dietary sources diminishes with age. Regular intake of B12-rich foods might prove insufficient. This accounts for the common exhaustion, weakness, and mental haziness in aging males, even when all their basic health markers look fine on paper. The remedy often proves remarkably straightforward. Augmenting B12 using top-tier supplements, or for some individuals, professionally administered B12 shots might remarkably rejuvenate intellectual clarity, physical energy, and attentiveness. Numerous men have transformed from afternoon nappers to energetic outdoor enthusiasts fully engaged with family, entirely through fixing a nutrient shortage they hadn't identified. Moreover, vitality represents just one aspect. Your physical being necessitates defensive nutrition also. Nutrients that enhance vessel integrity, lowers inflammatory markers, and preserves the fundamental hormones determining male qualities. That's where the third vitamin comes in, generally labeled the reproductive vitamin, but its benefits encompass more than just fertility. Indeed, insufficient levels could currently be undermining your masculine hormones and vascular health. Recognizing vitamin E's importance is crucial, the reproductive health sentinel. I recall consulting with a man named James, a 70-year-old retired pilot who presented with aggravation and uncertainty. He expressed, "I follow healthy eating patterns and stay physically engaged, but something has changed negatively. My drive's down, my recuperative capacity has diminished. In all honesty, my masculine vitality seems absent." This statement resonated deeply as James exemplified diligence and attentiveness. He demonstrated routine adherence, honorable character, and health prioritization. However, he needed something physicians typically overlook: vitamin E. Vitamin E transcends simplistic categorization as reproductive support or dermatological enhancement. It's a powerhouse when it comes to male health, especially over 60. This substance serves as a physiological oxidative defender, signifying its capacity to combat cellular damage and inflammatory processes that silently damage your blood vessels, hormones, and reproductive organs as you age. As inflammatory processes accumulate, circulation becomes compromised, testosterone production falls, and vitality plummets. It's not instant, but it's constant. Without recognition, people resembling James suffer progressive functional loss. What makes vitamin E so important is its ability to keep your blood vessels flexible and your blood flow robust. Physical response surpasses basic excitement. The basis lies in vascular performance. Insufficient blood flow to critical areas compromises function. Additionally, vitamin E helps your body produce testosterone more efficiently. And after 60, that's more critical than ever. Low testosterone doesn't just affect the bedroom. It affects your mood, initiative, and experience of value. The good news is restoring vitamin E is easy and natural. Foods such as nuts, specific seeds, healthy oils, and green vegetables offer excellent vitamin E content. For those requiring additional support, superior non-synthetic vitamin E supplements can compensate. Individuals comparable to James typically return following a few months with visible contentment, exhibiting better mental acuity, physical capability, and vitality. The critical aspect of vitamin E involves its various simultaneous biological effects. While combating free radicals, it simultaneously supports cell membrane health, most critically in testosterone-generating reproductive structures. This generates a beneficial cyclical process. Diminishing inflammation leads to better vascular function, enabling superior nourishment of testosterone-generating cells, which then improves overall vitality. Academic studies featured in prestigious endocrinological publications demonstrate better male hormone stability during advanced age connects with optimal vitamin E presence. This association grows especially powerful after the sixth decade plus 5 years. The elegant aspect of this strategy involves its gentleness. Unlike pharmaceutical interventions that force dramatic changes, this element functions alongside organic bodily operations, complementing rather than replacing them. This gentler approach means fewer side effects and more sustainable results. Furthermore, vitamin E consists of 8 unique chemical configurations, 4 compounds from each of the 2 vitamin E subfamilies. Numerous manufactured supplements include solely the alpha tocopherol variant, while whole food sources contain varied vitamin E compounds. This justifies why whole foods sometimes surpass simple supplements in effectiveness. If opting for supplements, choose those explicitly mentioning mixed tocopherols to ensure you're getting a more complete profile.